Napoleon was born on the island of Corsica in 1769. His mother gave birth to him on a sofa in the downstairs of their house. At a young age, Napoleon showed a lot of potential to become a great leader. He showed that leadership while he led snowball fights at the Brienne Military Academy in France. Napoleon Bonaparte was an expert at the new way of fighting known as firepower, and he soon became an officer in the French army at the young age of 16. As a strong believer in the French Republic, Napoleon drove the Royalists out of Paris using artillery, thus saving the National Convention. Shortly after driving away the Royalists, Napoleon met Josephine, who he dated for a year before marrying her. Although he had to leave Josephine in France to go to Italy, he had no idea what he would return to.
While in Italy, Napoleon revolutionized the art of their warfare, and the rumor started that he was invincible during battle. He won many battles and claimed several victories. When he returned to France, he found out his wife Josephine was having affairs. He had their bedroom bricked up to separate the two beds to let her know because she could not have kids, he wanted a divorce. Napoleon became the laughingstock of Europe because his personal letters were published in the newspaper. The Battle of the Pyramids in Egypt was fought between Napoleon and the British. He hoped to take the colony of India. Back in France, Napoleon took over the government and enforced the code of laws and education while hoping to spread nationalism throughout the country. In 1804, Napoleon crowned himself Emperor of France and overthrew the monarchy, betraying many of the French citizens.
After divorcing Josephine, Napoleon married Marie-Louise, and their son was given the title of King of Rome. Napoleon's biggest mistake was invading Russia. The troops there baited his army into the woods during the winter, took their partitions, and left them there to freeze and starve in the awful weather of a Russian winter. Napoleon lost many men in this invasion and only returned with 100,000. Louis XVIII replaced Napoleon as the new king of France, and Napoleon was exiled to the island of Elba. Louis XVIII tried to reinstall the pre-revolutionary state of France, but he failed. The period between Napoleon's exile and his return to battle was known as the 100 Days. Napoleon's final defeat was the Battle of Waterloo. There, the Duke of Wellington led the British forces and fought him and his French army there. When Napoleon tried to use Imperial Guard, which is trying to run around the gunpowder and stab the person behind the gun, he was defeated. Napoleon was finally exiled to the island of St. Helena, where he ended up dying.